buddy. He keeps messing with me when he turns it on. You sure you're ready? Are you ready? Yeah, you can. Okay. And then he hits the button, and then I don't have a chance to change my expression or the fact that I'm laughing. So sorry about that entrance, guys. I have another 3 to 5 minute, 3 ingredient, amazing treat for you. We're going to Easter candy. We're going to get rid of Easter candy. How quick is that? Rollos. You can see their Easter colors. So we're going to make homemade turtles. Does anybody remember turtles when they were younger, or is it just me that loved turtles? Turtles are pecan chocolates that, oh my God, I could eat a whole box. I'm not going to lie. I would get myself sick on them. They're so good. But we're going to make turtles homemade. These are not exactly turtles like you would buy in that chocolate box, but boy, they taste like them when they're done. So you take your Rollos, and like you just saw me do the last 3, take your wrappings off of them. This is a recipe that I've had for quite a few years, where I got it from a friend years ago, and I was really excited about it. Went home and made it. It was like, Jessica Kreller gave it to me a long time ago. Hey, Jessica. Anyway, she shared it with me a long time ago. I've been making it for a lot of years. Loved it. Lost the recipe after she moved away. I left my job where we used to work together, and then she moved away, and we didn't get to see each other very much, and I didn't know how to find the recipe, and then I found it again online, and they look like this when they're done. They're fantastic, but they taste just like turtles. 3 ingredients, simple: Rollos, pretzels, and I use the squares, but I guess you can use anything you want, but I like the squares. I particularly like the Snyder's ones, and pecans. And I use the pecans, like I've been working on the same bag for quite a while, and this is all that's left of it from today. Use the whole pieces, the pieces that are, you know, not little slivers or anything. It's very simple. All you're going to do is, now the recipe says, I'm just placing a Rollo on top of every one of these pretzels. The recipe says to spray down spray down your pan before you put these on there. She had a hard time getting them off. She used a spatula. I have never had a hard time getting them off because, as you can see, I'm using a non-stick pan. So yeah, oh God, sorry, you can hear my dishwasher in the background, guys. Sorry about that. And the TV, there's a Western show on, so somebody's shooting them up because we didn't turn the volume of the TV down. So this is gonna be kind of weird to have all this background. But anyways, so we're just placing a Rollo on top of these. I did not spray it down because I have a non-stick pan, and I've never ever had trouble getting them off of here. This literally, it takes more time to take all the darn wrappers off of the Rollos than it does to finish the entire treat that you're about to get ready to consume. Hold on, I'm going to turn that TV. Hang on. It takes more time to take the wrappers off of these Rollos than it does to do the entire cooking process and putting your pecans on them. But oh, I do this a lot at Christmas time. I like to make them and put them in nice little like boxes that look like presents and give them to people. And they love them. Or when I was working at the school, I used to just leave them in the office and people would eat them off the shelf because they love them. They're so cool. I hope I had this counted out correctly. I thought I did. Yep, it looks like I did. 42. I had 42 Rollos left from Easter. And there we go. So, this simple. 350 degree oven for exactly 3 minutes. Now we're going with that exactly 3 again because we don't want them to get too mushy and too hot. Just like the no-bake cookies, the timing is everything on this. Put it in a 350 oven for exactly 3 minutes. And it's that easy, and I'll show you what we're going to do when we get done the 3 minutes. While we're waiting for the 3 minutes to get done, I was going to show you what we were going to do with our scalloped potatoes today. So, fried chicken from the other night, yum-o, my first ever homemade fried chicken. I'm so hooked now, I just want to make it all the time. Here's my scalloped potatoes after being in the refrigerator. And all I'm going to do, it's so simple. I'm just going to add some butter to the bottom of this pan and maybe a little heavy cream depending on how much this kind of mixes itself up. And I am going to bring them back to life, but they're going to have this super cool flavor once they've been in the frying pan because they're going to brown up. Because see how scalloped potatoes are white? They don't really have much color. That's why I liked putting the salt and pepper on the top, and I don't like to, when I stir them up, I try to keep I stir up, when they're baking, I stir them from the bottom up, and I don't disturb the top too much because I like the decoration because it's the only color. But you get them in a frying pan like this, and sometimes I put like a bit of heavy cream, just like this, and I'm gonna literally just fry them, bring them back to life and fry them, and the flavor is so ridiculous. It's hard to explain how ridiculous it is. So I just literally randomly throw a bunch in there. I haven't turned it on yet, but just kind of, I'm gonna, well, very little. Is that another heavy cream open already? I think I do, yep. So I'm just gonna add a little heavy cream to the bottom. And I'm just going to bring them back to life. And I'm gonna put them on like medium to start with so they get warmed up, and then I'm just gonna turn it on low. It's already got everything you want in there. It's already got your onions, it's already got all your flavor. We're just bringing them back, but we're also getting a little pan fry in them. So they're a cross between fried potatoes and, well, scalloped potatoes, I guess. I don't know. I guess you want to put it that way. So we got 1 minute left on what's coming out of the oven. So dinner's gonna be really cool. It's leftover fried chicken. My mom sent us some homemade baked beans, so we're gonna warm that up. And scalloped potatoes that are gonna be brought to a little bit of a different flavor. So dinner's gonna take not even 10 minutes, which is really exciting. Okay, so just 23 seconds away from pulling that out of there. I hope everybody had a good day, despite the fact that you couldn't really get outside today. It's been chilly and icky and spitting rain. We went to Highgate. That's how I got my mom's beans. We went to Highgate and brought some of our treats we've been cooking lately to Mom, because God knows I can't keep that food here. I'm going to be getting fat if we keep all the treats we're making here. So we brought Mom some pie and yesterday's treat, the peanut butter and jelly cups, and something else. Oh yeah, the energy bites. That's what I sent to her today. And brought her today's homemade soup, which by now I hope you guys have all seen that video. So I'm just gonna let it sit here for just a minute, just on the counter for a second. I don't want them to be super sloppy from coming out of the oven. But I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do to all of them. I'll only do it to the first one. What I'm going to do is literally just go like this, and, oh, it's not that sloppy, so I can do it to all of them. This is it. This is how you finish it. It's this simple. Shove a pecan down the middle of every single one of them, and oh my God, you can't even know how good this is. If any of you are from my generation or close to my generation, turtles were the things when we were, two things were really big when we were small. Turtles were one of them, and ribbon candy. Do any of you remember ribbon candy? Oh goodness, my dad, that was the one treat my dad used to, oh dear, I went sideways on that one. The one treat Dad used to make sure we had at Christmas is he would go buy a box of ribbon candy. And I loved it. It was all different colors. My favorite was the peppermint. So the red or the white. I love the peppermints. There's some flavors in there I didn't care too much for. But I used to love ribbon candy and turtles. And oops, there's a couple of these I kind of did on the side here. It's okay, it's not gonna. The pecans I've got left, because I've made these a few times, are smaller. I normally use, so these pecans have been picked over about 4 times. The bigger ones that I would normally have been putting on here have already been used on different batches. So I'm having a little hard time navigating these smaller ones to go down through the center, because usually the big pecans fit right smack dab in the middle. So on this batch, the pecan's a little bit smaller than I normally like. I like to have a big old fatty pecan on the top. But this really is all there is to it, and all you do is just let them, yeah, I see it. All you do is just let them cool to room temperature, and you're done. There's nothing more to this. It doesn't even take 5 minutes when you're done. Like I said, it takes longer to open the stupid wrappers of all the Rollos than it does to do anything else. Look how pretty they are. These are so yummy. These are something I do every Christmas. But it seemed like something appropriate to treat ourselves right now in the middle of our pandemic. You know, stay home, stay safe. We are physically distancing. I don't know about you, but I am not socially distancing. I find a way to communicate with people regularly, either in these tapes with you like this, videoing with you like this, or or I've been known to go to someone's house and they'll stay up on their porch and I'm out by my car and talking to them. I refuse to socially distance because I think we all need each other, but I will physically distance because that's the right thing to do to stay safe and to stay healthy. So a little bit difference, and yeah, I've turned this down. I'll start turning it. Yeah, you can see how your potatoes are. Look, did you peek over there and see what they're doing, Tim?
No.
Just move them around a little bit. See, they're just starting to. Oh, that gravy that you did with that heavy cream and butter, holy moly, that's going to taste some good. So I'm just kind of moving them around a little bit, just making sure they're all evenly coated. There. And then it's just a couple more of these to do. So I don't know if you need to watch me do them all because I'm almost done. And then I can say my adieus, or I don't know how bored you are watching me do these now. But yeah, this is how cool it is, how easy it is. And again, I mean, you know, we're looking around. By the way, it doesn't have to be pecans. That's the other thing I wanted to say. It doesn't have to be pecans. You take your favorite type of nut. I do pecans because I want them to taste like turtles. That's why I call them turtles, because that's what pecans, the turtles are made with pecans. You know, you can do full, you know, take your half a walnut at a time and do it with walnuts if you prefer walnuts. You won't be calling them turtles at that time, but they certainly are a treat either way. And that's it. That's the whole pan. So put on there whatever nut you love favorite of. For me, it happens to be the pecan because I like to replicate turtles. So there you are, and you can see here my potatoes are doing a great job of coming back to life. Look at that beautiful liquid coming down on the bottom, and since you already have your leavening and everything in it from when you made scalloped potatoes, that all that's going to do is make a thick gravy in like less than 5 minutes. And these are going to be super fantastic as our side dish tonight. So that's how you just bring your scalloped potatoes back to life. And that took, you know, nothing I've done here has taken more than 5 minutes. So our meal's going to be ready in less than 10 minutes because I'll have to warm up the chicken and the beans, and that's it. So enjoy the turtles by making them with any kind of nut you like. And just another little treat for you. That's 3 ingredients and less than 10 minutes, somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes. So thanks. Bye.